Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers have yet another basketball game to prepare for tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. The game is at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the final game of our 5-game road trip before headed back home for 2 games against the Utah Jazz that span throughout the course of this week. So the Lakers are not going to play very much after this game next week. We really won't be having too many games. I think it's like 3 games and like 8 nights or something like that, something in that ballpark. So yeah, man, we're gonna miss our team for a little bit, but ultimately we're gonna focus on tonight's game and get this one in the books for ourselves, hopefully with a win. So last night we played pretty well against the New Orleans Pelicans. Pretty well is a little overstating it, but I thought some guys who had been playing poorly bounced back strong, and we got the victory in tournament play. Speaking of tournament play, in going over the Milwaukee Bucks, the fifth furthest game behind us for their schedule was against the Chicago Bulls at home tournament game. NBA Cup game went 126-110 the Milwaukee Bucks away. And I will read off those team stats and then just go over their games this way. And we'll be on our way. So the Bucks attempted 103 field goals in that game, hit 48 of them for 47%. The Bulls attempted 90 field goals and hit 44 of them for 49%. The three-point shot for the Bulls, 10 to 33 for 30%, and for the Bucks, it was 16 to 39 for 41%. The Bulls got to the line 16 times, hit 12 of them, and the Bucks were 14 of 18 from the free throw line. 78% for the Bucks, 75% for the Bulls. The Bucks won the boards 53 to 45. Bucks had 14 offensive boards, 8 for the Bulls. The Bulls had 34 assists. The Bucks had 27. The Bulls had 9 steals. The Bucks had 10. The Bucks had 6 blocks to the Bulls 3. And the Bucks had 11 turnovers, 13 points conceded off of those, while the Bulls had 14 turnovers, 19 points conceded off of those. Fast break points, 21 for the Bulls, 16 for the Bucks. 62 points in the paint for the Bulls, 60 for the Bucks. Both of these teams were in the paint quite a bit there. 17 was the largest lead of the game for the Bucks. They ended up winning by 16 points. And for the Bulls, they blew an 8-point lead at some point in this game. And of course, we'll go over only the Bucks box score and ignore the Chicago Bulls for this one. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 41 points in this game, 16 of 32 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 15 points, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards. He did also have 4 turnovers in 37 minutes of play. He was a plus 16. I'll tell you this. These highlights were the most fun highlights I've watched thus far. All the games that I've done homework on, all the highlights that I've watched, the Bucks have been the most fun for me to watch of all the teams of the Lakers that the Lakers have played. Giannis is just a video game, man, and we don't get to see enough of him because he's in the Eastern Conference, but man, was he fun to watch. I enjoyed it. Nearly every second of all 4 of the games he was in are the highlights I watched. There was one game he did not play. We'll cover that, but this dude was fun. He was dunking everything. He was moving like an animal out there. And I wish he played out west so we could see him more. But then again, in that same breath, I'm glad we don't see him 4 times a year. We'll see him tonight, though, so be prepared. Miles Turner, in that particular game, had 23 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 8 from the 3, 2 of 3 from the line, 8 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 4 steals, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, 31 minutes. He was a plus 19. So this is a pretty good game for Miles Turner. Gary Trent Jr., 5 points, 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 rebounds, -1 in 23 minutes. He's not shooting well in that one, to say the least. AJ Green also shot poorly, 2 of 8 from both the 3 and the field, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and he was a plus 17 in 35 minutes. Gary Trent played 23 minutes, was a -1, by the way. Ryan Rollins, a breakout player, probably the guy that I would say is the most improved player of the year early on. Him, AJ, what's the guy's name? AJ Mitchell from from the Thunder. Those are the 2 guys that come to mind right away. There are some others, though. Some guys that came out of nowhere. But Ryan Rollins is the guy that I think probably I'd give it to if the season were to end today. He has 20 points in this one, 7 of 13 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, plus 11 in 31 minutes. He's just been excellent to start the season. He's been given a bigger role, and he's rolling. Bobby Portis, 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. In 20 minutes of play, he was a -1. Kyle Kuzma, also balling. Our boy Kuzma is playing like Kuzma when we first got him, when he was hitting everything. That's who we're running into tonight. So we need to be very, very aware of the heater that Kyle Kuzma is on right now. He had 11 points in this game, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Hit both his free throws, had 8 boards, 2 offensive boards. 28 minutes, he was a +14. Sims got a foul in 4 minutes, +1. But look out for him, because if he gets some minutes, he's a highlight reel for sure. Amir Coffey, ex-Clipper, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 boards, 1 assist, and +1 in 10 minutes. And Cole Anthony, ex-Orlando Magic. Greg Anthony's kid had 11 points in this game, 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Ugly shooting there, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. In 22 minutes, he had +3 for his squad. And that concludes what was going on in that tournament game. Milwaukee took care of business at home against a very good Bulls team, a Bulls team that started off the season red hot and has since kind of cooled off a little bit. Let's see what happened next for the Bucks. Another fun game to watch. I can guarantee you, whatever it was, I was enjoying it. And the funny thing was, I was kind of dreading looking at those highlights, because I was under the impression that he hadn't been playing, that Giannis had missed a lot of games for whatever reason. He hadn't missed any of these. He missed 1 game of all of the ones I watched. So, yeah, he's healthy, man. The next game they had was against the Rockets. The Bulls game is over with. The Rockets won this game, 122-115 was the score. They went into Milwaukee and played a thriller. In fact, Milwaukee was up by 1 with 2 minutes to go. And then the Rockets just put the pedal to the metal and started doing stuff. In the final 2 minutes, it just took the game over. Heartbreaking stuff for the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll get into the team stats first. The Rockets shot 53% from the field, 48 of 90. The Bucks shot 56% from the field, 44 of 79. From the 3 line, the Bucks only attempted 29 threes, hit 13 of them for 45%. And the Rockets only attempted 26 threes, hit 10 of them, 38%. The Bucks shot poorly from the line, man. 14 of 24 for 58%. That's hideous, especially when you lose by 7. You miss 10 free throws, that'll do it to you. 16 of 21 from the free throw line for the Rockets, 76%. The Rockets crushed the Bucks on the boards in a dramatic way, 50 to 24. The Rockets had 20 offensive rebounds to the Bucks 7. That is domination on the glass if I've ever seen it. Assists, 25 for the Bucks, 24 for the Rockets. 11 steals for the Bucks, 8 for the Rockets. 6 blocks for the Bucks, 3 for the Rockets. 18 turnovers for the Rockets. 30 points conceded off of those. Jeez, that's bad transition defense for the Rockets, but they still won the game somehow. 13 turnovers for the Bucks and 19 points conceded off of those. Fast break points, 21 for the Bucks, 12 for the Rockets. And points in the paint, 58 for the Rockets, 54 for the Bucks. And the Bucks were once up by 14 in this game and blew the entire lead. And, of course, the Rockets had a 8-point lead and won the game by 7. All right. Let's look at the box score. We'll skip the Rockets. It's noteworthy to say that KD had 31 and only missed 4 shots. Sengun had 23 and only missed 5 shots. And Shepherd had 16 and only missed 4 shots. So they were shooting, man. They were shooting well. That's about as much as we need to know about the Rockets. Meanwhile, Giannis, 37 points, 14 of 25 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 9 of 14 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 4 offensive boards, a 0 in the plus-minus in 36 minutes. Miles Turner, 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds to go along with his 13 points. 1 assist, 3 steals, 3 blocks, minus 17 in 34 minutes. He definitely killed it defensively for sure. Gary Trent Jr., 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, minus 21 in 29 minutes for Gary Trent Jr. AJ Green, 1 of 5 from the 3 and field. All he does is attempt threes. He's going to make them or not. He also chips in with 4 assists here, 2 steals, 1 board, minus 6 in 26 minutes. Ryan Rollins, 19 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 2 boards, 5 assists, a steal, minus 15 in 30 minutes. For Ryan Rollins. Bobby Portis, 11 points, 4 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals. In 24 minutes, he was a plus 9. Kyle Kuzma, 11 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, plus 4 in 30 minutes. He also had a block, too. Amir Coffey got a board in 14 minutes of play. He also fouled once, plus 3, just jogging around. Cole Anthony, 12 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3, hit his free throw, and had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, and a block there, a plus 8 in 18 minutes for Cole Anthony. And that concluded all that they used. Not too many people checked into this basketball game, and it was what it was, man. The Rockets just took over in the last 2 minutes, and a real heartbreaker for the Milwaukee Bucks to have lost at home. But that's a good Rockets team, so it is what it is. That was a thriller there. Let's move it along, and we will discuss the next game the Bucks played, which was against the Dallas Mavericks. This was a thriller as well. The Milwaukee Bucks won the game by 2, 116-114 in Milwaukee. And let's get into the team stats, see what happened here. So both teams shot under 50% from the field, 41 and 91 for the Bucks, 45%, 37 and 89 for the Mavericks, 42%. The Mavericks 9 of 39 from the 3, 23%. 14 of 36 for the Bucks for 39%. Bucks got to the line 25 times, hit 20 of them for 80% from the line, and 41 attempted free throws for the Mavericks. They hit 31 of them, 76% from the line. That is a lot of free throws, man. The discrepancy is glaring. Rebounds. The Mavs won 52-44. Mavs had 16 offensive boards, and the Bucks had 8. So this tells me you should be able to get your offensive rebounds against this Bucks team, because that's 2 games in a row, if I'm not mistaken, where they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. Now, granted, Dallas does have the personnel to control the glass in a lot of matchups, but yeah, that they need to rebound better. I think from what I heard, Miles Turner's having trouble rebounding the ball. We need to try to crash the glass tonight against him and try to win that matchup with DeAndre Ayton and whoever else we're using in that regard. So as we continue, the Mavs had 25 assists. The Bucks had 24. The Mavs had 8 steals to the Bucks 9, and the Mavs had 8 blocks to the Bucks 6. And the Mavericks turned the ball over 15 times, 23 points conceded off of those. The Bucks 13 times, 26 points conceded off of those. Fast break points was a slaughter. 29 for the Mavs, 6 for the Bucks. Both teams had 52 points in the paint. And the largest lead for the Mavericks was 13, for which they blew. And the Bucks' largest lead was 9. And they won by 2. All right, let's get into the Bucks box score. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 30 points on 11 of 18 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, and 7 of 12 from the free throw line. He's missing his free throws, but he's not that great of a free throw shooter. We'll see how he does tonight. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 turnovers, not great there. 1 steal, 3 blocks, 3 offensive boards, a plus 12 in 37 minutes. He also got in a little foul trouble there. Ended up with 5 of them in the end. Miles Turner shot poorly. 3 of 12 from the field, 1 of 7 from the 3, but hit all 7 of his free throws. Also had 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Minus 11 in 28 minutes. Gary Trent, 3 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3, 1 of 4 from the field. Did not attempt a free throw. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block there, plus 2 in 27 minutes. AJ Green, 4 of 9 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3. There we go. That's more like what I would expect. 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and a plus 11 in 27 minutes for AJ Green. Ryan Rollins, 13 points, 5 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from the 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, a plus 13 in 33 minutes. Very good defensive game for him. And Bobby Portis, 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 7 boards, and 2 of them were offensive, plus 13, 27 minutes. Kyle Kuzma, 26 points, 10 of 17 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, a minus 5 in 32 minutes. Big game for Kyle. Gary Harris missed a field goal, but did get a steal and a turnover, a minus 2 in 2 minutes. Amir Coffey did not score, 0-2 from the field, 0-1 from 3, got a board and a foul in 10 minutes, minus 7. And Cole Anthony, 4 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 17 minutes of play, minus 16. Cole Anthony is a guy who's coughing the ball up a lot. If we're noticing, I would try to put some pressure on him anytime he gets the ball, see if he doesn't cough it up some more, because that seems to be a little bit of a theme here. So, yeah, that's what happened there. The Dallas Mavericks just couldn't get it done, despite Cooper Flagg having a big game in this one. Brandon Williams also played well, but they could not overcome a tough Milwaukee squad. Some would say Cooper Flagg was fouled at the end. They didn't call it. A lot of discrepancy there about how that last possession went. The highlights were fun. Once again, a great game Milwaukee was a part of in Dallas. So the next game, they had 2 more games to cover, and they were both against the Charlotte Hornets. The first one, Giannis did not play in. 111-100 was the score there. And let's get into the team stats. So the Bucks shot 45% from the field, 40 of 88, and the Hornets 44% from the field, 38 of 86. From the 3, the Bucks 12 of 30 for 40%, and for the Hornets 12 of 40 for 30%. From the free throw line, 8 of 13 for the Bucks, 62%. Another bad free throw night for the Bucks. 23 of 27 for the Hornets, 85%. So I'm confident if you foul in the Bucks, there's a good chance they're gonna miss at the line. They're just not that great of a free throw shooting team, it seems. The Bucks got crushed on the glass, 50-34. That's not surprising, because if you did homework on the Hornets, you know they're a very good rebounding team, and the Bucks appear not to be. 15 offensive rebounds for the Hornets, 10 for the Bucks. 29 assists for the Bucks, 27 for the Hornets. 6 steals for the Bucks, 5 for the Hornets. 6 blocks for the Bucks, 5 for the Hornets. 9 turnovers for the Bucks, only 9 points conceded off of those, so that's good. And 16 turnovers for the Hornets, 24 points conceded off of those. Not good, but the Hornets still won the game. 12 fast break points for both teams, 50 points in the paint for the Hornets, 48 for the Bucks. The Hornets were up by 22 at one point, and the Bucks did have a 3-point lead at one point. All right, let's get into the Bucks box score. Kyle Kuzma, 8 points, 3 of 12 from the field, 0-2 from 3. Missed 2 free throws out of 4 of them. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal up, 1 block, and minus 12 for him, 30 minutes. Miles Turner, 21 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 2 offensive boards, minus 11 in 29 minutes. Gary Trent, 1 of 5 from the field, 0-2 from 3, 2 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, minus 25 in 29 minutes. AJ Green, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, minus 9 in 27 minutes. Ryan Rollins, 25 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. He shot very well, 1 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, minus 5 in 32 minutes, playing great. Bobby Portis, 14 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 0-1 from 3, 8 boards, 1 assist, 3 offensive boards, minus 6, 23 minutes of play for Bobby P. Thanasis came in, hit his only field goal, 2 points, 2 blocks there, plus 10 in 4 minutes. Pete Nance came in and made good on his minutes. 10 points, 4 or 5 from the field, 2 or 3 from 3, plus 11 in just 4 minutes. So he really came in and lit things up. Sims, 2 points, 1 or 2 from the field, 7 boards for Sims, 2 assists, 1 turnover there, minus 8 in 18 minutes for Sims, 2 offensive boards as well. Gary Harris chipped in with 1 assist, plus 9 in 6 minutes. Amir Coffey, 2 points, 1 or 3 from the field, 1 rebound there, a -7 in 12 minutes. Andre Jackson, who needs to be taken off of this team, man. He needs a bigger role. That dude is good in a lot of areas that they do not exploit down there. Did not attempt a shot, but he did have 3 assists and 1 rebound and 1 block, +9 in 6 minutes. I want to come together with a list of players that are not utilized correctly in their situation and need to be moving on. Andre Jackson Jr. is definitely one of them. Number 44, he needs off of the Bucks. Not getting the minutes for whatever reason. And yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. Cole Anthony, another bad night from the field. 2 of 12 from the field. 0 of 2 from 3, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a -18 in 15 minutes. That is awful shooting. And Mark Sears, a very good rookie. Second rounder or undrafted guy. He can shoot though. I did homework on him. 7 points, 2 of 3 from both the 3 and the field, 1 of 2 from the line. He also chipped in with 1 assist, +7 in 6 minutes. Be careful with him. I don't know if we'll see him at all, but he's somebody I have circled as someone who's going to make a name for himself eventually. He can shoot. All right, and that concludes the first game against the Hornets. Kalkbrenner hit all of his field goals. Bad shooting night from the 3 for Miles Bridges. Trey Mann shot well. Pat Connaughton played well against his old squad he won a championship with. And Con Knippel did not shoot that great, but filled in other areas and got the victory for his team with Giannis being out on the other end. Let's go to the next game they played, which was last night. A thriller, an absolute thriller. 147-134. Score doesn't tell you it was a thriller, but it was an overtime game that the Bucks pulled away in that overtime. But it was fun to watch the highlights of this one. Once again, Giannis was absolutely monstrous. Let's get into the team stats. All right, so the Bucks shot 65% from the field. Then we got to play them tonight. The next night, 55 of 85 from the field. 20 of 34 from the 3, 59% from 3. Needless to say, the Bucks didn't miss last night. Let's just say they hit more than half of their shots in both the 3 and the field. That is something you do not see. 65% from the field, 59% from 3. That is some shooting right there, y'all. We're in trouble if they shoot like that tonight. 17 of 22 from the free throw line for the Bucks, 77%. Meanwhile, Hornets 47 of 98 from the field for 48%. 17 of 45 from 3 for 38%. So they were hitting threes, man. The Hornets were not playing around themselves. 23 of 29 from the free throw line for 79% for the Hornets. Both teams had 39 rebounds, 10 of them for the 10 offensive boards for the Hornets, only 5 for the Bucks, but they barely missed any shots. So why would there be any offensive boards? 37 assists for the Bucks, 31 for the Hornets. That's also a lot of assists on the night for both teams. 11 steals for the Hornets, 10 for the Bucks, 3 blocks for the Bucks, 1 for the Hornets. 22 turnovers for the Bucks. My goodness, 31 points conceded off of those. That's bad. They're coughing it up. Still won though. The Hornets 13 turnovers, 20 points conceded off of those. Fast break points, 19 for the Bucks, 14 for the Hornets. Both teams had 58 points in the paint. Largest lead for the Bucks, 13. Largest lead for the Hornets, 10. So let's get into it. Just a quick glance at what happened. Miles Bridges had 32. Con Knippel also had 32. That was his career high. 6 players in double figures for the Hornets in a losing effort. They played a valiant game on the road. But Giannis, 25 points, 12 of 18 from the field, or 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the line. He also had 18 assists for the Greek Freak. 7 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. 7 turnovers, though. 2 steals, 1 block, plus 18 in 40 minutes. He was spectacular. 18 assists, that has to be a career high. It has to be. I can't confirm that, but I've never seen him get more than that. Kyle Kuzma, big game. 29 points, 11 of 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 10 boards, 5 assists, 4 steals, 1 block for Kyle Kuzma, plus 25 in 39 minutes. He also had 3 turnovers there. Miles Turner, 18 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 6 of 8 from 3 for Miles Turner. Do not leave him out there. 3 rebounds, 1 assist as well, plus 27 in 33 minutes. AJ Green, 2 of 4 from 3 and field. He had 7 free throws attempted and made, and had 2 assists. This was his best game of the 5, plus 25 in 26 minutes. Ryan Rollins, 20 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 6 from three. His shooting from three is very efficient, Ryan Rollins. He don't miss too much from behind the arc. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Yeah, plus 26 in 34 minutes for Ryan. Bobby Portis, 12 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from three. Hit both his free throws, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a minus 11 in 19 minutes. Thanasis chipped in nothing, did nothing. I don't know why that's even listed there. Sims, 2 points, 1 of 1 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, a minus 5 in 10 minutes. Gary Harris, 10 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three, 1 rebound, 2 steals, and a block. A minus 12 in 23 minutes for Gary Harris. Gary Trent, 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, hit his only free throw and his only three. And he was minus 15 in 21 minutes. Let's not forget his steal. He did have one of those. Andre Jackson did nothing. Why are they listing stuff that doesn't have anything on it? Cole Anthony, 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers, and 1 steal for Cole Anthony. 4 turnovers. He's coughing it up, man. Minus 13 in 19 minutes. If he gets the ball, I'm blitzing him. I'm blitzing him because he's turning it over. He's a leaky hole in their offense at this point. I would pull him from the lineup if I'm Doc Rivers because he's just coughing the ball up too much for the time you have him out there. He's only out there for 19 minutes. He coughed the ball up 4 times. I'm not shooting well enough for that. So I don't know what's going on with Cole Anthony, but he's not playing well. Once again, Sears out there, another guy that they listed nothing for. He did nothing at all. Why is that listed? I don't know. It usually isn't. So that concludes everything there is to say about the Milwaukee Bucks. They had a thriller last night. I encourage people to check out the highlights of that one. It was fun to watch, just like every other game that I saw from this Milwaukee Bucks team. Charlotte put up a really good effort, but they couldn't do anything with them boys in overtime. Milwaukee just would not miss. They were relentless. And now we got to play them 24 hours later after they shot so well, man. So we're in for a real butt kicking if we don't play a lot better than we've been playing, man. This final game of road trip, which is usually the most difficult one because your team is exhausted. You got on a flight from New Orleans to Milwaukee last night. This is just not the game, the team you want to face, given how they played last night, even though you would say they probably tired too, given the fact they had to play an overtime game last night, but they shot so well to where you would imagine they'd have momentum and feel great about themselves going up against a Laker team that's been struggling, of whom I'm sure they're aware of our road trip and the fact that we played last night and didn't look as great as they did. So it should be even from an energy standpoint, and given how Milwaukee's been playing, you'd have to favor them going into this game at home. So we better play well, man, or we're going to get ran out of the gym. And mind you, they got some guys playing great. Ryan Rollins, Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Giannis, obviously. These dudes are balling, man. So if we don't come in with a better sense of urgency than we've had all road trip long, we're going to suffer our third loss of this road trip and have a below 500 record on the road. So for this road trip specifically, definitely we don't want that. So yeah, they have the athletic advantage against us with Giannis out there alone, should run past our guys. But the good news is we are expecting our young fella Adu Thero to make his debut tonight, so hopefully he can teeter us back in the right direction with athleticism, since he is literally our most athletic player, though nobody actually really knows that because we haven't actually seen him. But he's most definitely our most athletic player for certain. So let's get into what the Lakers are going to be wearing. Of course, the Lakers on the road, we're going to be wearing a road uniform, purple. Love those, big fan of those. And the Bucks are going to be wearing their traditional white. I actually do not like those jerseys or that color scheme at all, but it's the Bucks traditional stuff, so it is what it is. And they'll have their green floor, I'd imagine. No surprises there. Your injury report, LeBron James, Gabe Vincent still out. Of course, Bron is expected to come back soon. I think Gabe is as well. Kevin Porter Jr. is out for the Bucks, and Taurean Prince got some serious neck thing going on. It's not nothing minor. Get well soon, both of those guys. Of course, you're dealing with some old Lakers stuff going on. There's some people over there that definitely want to see us lose this game. Darvin Ham being one of them, Kyle Kuzma being the other. Yeah, so we need to be very aware of the motivation on the other side of the ball. Projected starters for the Lakers: Marcus Smart, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton. And for the Bucks: Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, Giannis, Kyle Kuzma, and Miles Turner. So that concludes pretty much everything I want to say, man. We look pretty pedestrian throughout this road trip, man. After starting the season off well, I think, the Lakers won the games you expect them to win and lost that Atlanta game for which you'd expect them to win. So I don't know how much that statement really applies now that I've finished saying it. But overall, I think we've been okay, man. I think we've played better last night, so I guess we could say we're turning the page on some poor play. But again, we got a tough game tonight against a very, very tough Bucks team. And I know the Lakers are looking at this schedule saying, man, we don't have to play too much this week. We can, take a sigh of relief, maybe even book a trip somewhere in the middle of the week. I just don't know if the Lakers are going to be checked into this game or not. And given the fact that both teams are coming off a back-to-back, who knows what the energy is going to be for either one of these squads. So one thing's for certain, when a team is hitting all of their shots the night before, you'd have to feel like they feel better about themselves than the other team does. And that's kind of what is going on there. We played okay against the Pelicans last night. The Bucks were unbelievable offensively against the Hornets last night. So that's that. But what I will say is, once again, just like yesterday, we need to crash the glass. Crash the glass to get the win, in my opinion, because the Bucks, if they have anything wrong with them, it's that they don't tend to rebound the ball very well. And so we need to try to take advantage of that. If I'm not mistaken, DeAndre Ayton had, 16 boards last night? Something like that. We need him to continue to be on that type of tear tonight, because there were games in this road trip where he did not rebound the ball very well, and that can't be the case. So D8, last night only missed one shot, 10 of 11 from the field. Very clean game. He didn't get to the line, but 16 boards. We like that. 2 steals, a block. We need him to chip in and all that. A plus 35. He led the entire team there. So hopefully he's on that type of tear tonight against Giannis and Turner, and gives us an opportunity to beat this team tonight. Because if we don't get good play out of everybody tonight, and the Bucks come in here shooting the way they shot last night, we're going to lose by 30, man, just like we did against the Thunder. So, yeah, that's really my concern. Hopefully this evens the playing field with both teams being tired or having played last night. Hopefully they tired, we not, but you get the point. Hopefully, it's even out there. And, yeah, man, I don't know. I just haven't been pleased with the Lakers' play. We're 2-2 on this road trip. Tonight's the tiebreaker. We get to fly back home and get some rest. Of course, we play against a Utah Jazz team, I think, on Sunday, and then don't play again till Friday or something like that. So it's a lot of rest ahead, and I just don't want our team looking so forward to that rest that they forget to play a ball game tonight. So that's pretty much what I got to say right there, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with BDL 44. I'm out.